Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2672. As a special dedication to Margaret, who has let me know that this board has changed since the last time I recorded it. Now we have 14 moves to collect 6 licorice, the 6 are down here, 6 frosting, the 6 are down here, and then 8 chocolate, 6 of which are down here, but then we've got some scattered throughout. So I can use any combination or even open this up and collect some and let it grow and collect more. But the problem is that we have 2 UFOs here on the board and we used to have 3. We had a third one here. Margaret, you wanted to know why it's different? Because King changes things all the time. They buffed this level. They made it a little bit harder. And because of that, I want to make sure that I start out with a really good setup, and I don't think this is a good setup. I want maybe a special that can knock out some of these licorice locks while I'm collecting keys, and collecting keys quickly is what I need to do. So I know that I can exit and enter over and over without losing any lives if I do so before I take my first turn. So that's what I'm going to do. Not any better. So I think I'll pause the recording and meet you back here when I find a better board. Alright, this looks pretty good. Do I make 2 stripes or do I make 1 wrapped? I'm going to go for the 2 stripes. Oh, and I got a key collected right away. I like this because those 2 stripes take things out for me. Now I need to match this up with some more orange. So I don't want to take out any orange. I really want to do that. I'm going to try to get an orange to drop through here. Not quite, but I got that. And now, what? I need another key, and we got that gone, so that's nice. So now if I can just take down all of the bottom here, that would help. But when I open up these, oh stink, that's all the way off to the side. When I open up these UFOs and set them off, the situation is that they're going to go anywhere they're needed, and right now they're needed everywhere. Yikes. Okay, so I learned an important lesson, and that is I want to work on this side of the board as opposed to this side of the board. Because with this side of the board, things can trail off. This side of the board, I get the benefit of the way the conveyor belt is going, and I always want to pass along that information to you to see not only how I succeed but how I fail and how we can both learn from that process. So I'm going to pause the recording and I'll meet you back here again, hopefully with another good board. Okay, this is one of the best setups I could ask for. It's going to give me a wrapped, hopefully combo. Hopefully I'll be able to use it before it explodes. And this is not only going to remove the licorice, but it's also going to remove the chocolate from here. And we got rid of another key. This is coming along this side, but I can make more specials. Another wrapped combo. It's going to take this out, and it's going to take this out. So when I can get to these keys, and it's probably going to take out a key as well, when I can get to the keys, I've already taken out so much stuff that the UFOs will have to land in a good spot for me. Right now they'll have to go in, just here or down here. And that's what we need to do. We need to figure out how to get there. Now mine ended up being a really good setup in the beginning. But remember, I had to grind a little bit to get there. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this out right away. I have the feeling that with 6 shots, basically, because I have 3 wrapped candies each time, I shouldn't have any trouble getting this done. This should aim at the only place where it still needs to go. There we go. So Margaret, that's how I beat this. That was my 4th playthrough for recording purposes. Even though I started with a strategy that I knew would work pretty well after that first failed attempt, it took me a couple of failures still to get a good enough board and refine the skills that I had. Every time you play, I know you've played this quite a few times, every time you play, remember, you can always learn something to bring forward to the next board. Even if you have totally bad luck and a lousy setup, you can still learn how the board operates each time you play it and get you closer to that success at the end. If this was at all helpful, I'd ask that you guys consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below, and as always, thanks for watching.